welcome to Health Watch on His TV Abuja, where we're going to talk about everything health and get you informed on health-related matters. I am Esther Otosoya, and I'm your host on today's show. Today on the show, we'll be discussing children's dental health, focusing on early dental care. But before we continue, let's go on a short break, and when we return, we'll get to know who our guest is on the show today. Welcome back. With me in the studio is Dr. Oluwayemisi Deborah Adegboye. She's a member Medical Women's Association of Nigeria, FCT chapter. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me again. I want to say good morning to our listeners out there and just ride along with us. It will be very interesting.
Oh, I love, see, she's even talking about that, the presenter. For you to know, viewers, that we're going to have a swell time on the show today, and it will be an enlightening one. All right, looking at the topic of discussion for today, when it comes to talk about children's dental health, and also we focusing on early dental care. What do you have to say concerning that topic of discussion? Let's start with that.
All right, thank you so much. You see, the thing about dental health or oral health care is that many people are not really aware about it. So very few people really understand what oral or dental care means. And in fact, it's a global body. It's not just in Nigeria though. WHO at the point says that over 3.5 billion people all around the world have oral health issues.
Wow.
But it's highly preventable, or because people are not aware or there is reduced awareness.
Like neglection from parents or caregivers.
Yes, because they are ignorant of what to do and how to go about it. So that's why we have increasing number of oral health problems. And the thing about it is that treatment is very expensive. And it also has a lot of potentially fatal issues that dental that poor oral health care can bring about. So it's a good topic that we're talking about at a time like this. I'm sure that our listeners will learn.
Okay, looking at what you just said now, talking about ignorance and they are not aware of it. How can parents or caregivers, what do they see when it comes to symptoms? What are they going to see? Like, okay, this is what is happening to my child or the person I'm taking care of when it comes to oral health.
So thank you for that question. I want to give a lot of accolades to TV for doing this, because this is actually what the community needs. Because our community is not just the global, it's not just, sorry, let me come again.
Please take it to number one. Just put.
So I would like to give a lot of accolades to Skills TV for doing this. Really, because you're doing so much for the community and for Nigeria at large, so that they can know what to do, when to do, and how to go about issues like this. I would say, well done.
Thank you.
What do we see when our children have issues like this? One of the first things you notice is that they begin to have bad breath. But before they have bad breath, many things would have gone under. So if you're noticing bad breath, it means that many things have gone wrong. So from time to time, you need to check. When you notice things like plaque. When you say plaque, it means that maybe it's some kind of discolorations from food and all of that. Maybe it can be yellow, it can be black. These are some things you can notice. Or your baby comes and says, "Mommy, mommy, I'm noticing some kind of blood stains anytime I brush." It's a sign. Or when you suddenly notice that the gums become suddenly red, or sometimes you just notice there is a crack in the tooth, or the baby drinks water, either cold or hot, and then the baby feels pain or the child feels pain. We say at that point that the child has a very sensitive tooth at that point. So these are some of the common things you begin to see when a child has issues like that. Then it becomes worse when the child has bad breath. Bad breath means that a lot of bacteria has already accumulated in the dental area, and that it has caused some kind of rottenness. That's what causes bad breath. So at that point, some children will begin to lose even the the tooth that they're not supposed to use at that point in time. All of a sudden, you just see that the tooth is going off and you're wondering what's happening. So these are some of the things
Not
you
knowing that
notice.
is all because of not taking care of the oral
Yes,
health
yeah.
of the
And
child.
yeah, and the thing I want to call our attention to is that many people are busy. Mothers are busy, fathers are busy, caretakers are busy, guardians are busy, even nannies are so busy. And sometimes they leave the children to
To brush
themselves,
themselves.
yeah, to take care of themselves. So it is a call to action for us to be mindful about the care of children. It's not just about taking their bath and say, okay, wash your face, wash your armpits, wash your underparts. The oral health is equally important and needs to be well taken care
Okay, how often do parents or caregivers, how often do they check?
of. Yeah, okay. Well, it's in two ways. The first thing is that when the child is growing, the child is 1 year, the child can be taken to the dental space for the child to sorry, let me take that quick.
No, you without the book. Your flow is.
So, so thank you for that question. When the child is 1 year, it's good for the parents to take the child to see the dentist. Or if after 6 months of maybe the first, second, or third tooth is out, then you can take the child to see the dentist. And that's for the dental part. For the home, almost every day, you should take concern and ask, have you brushed your teeth? And I'll tell you a practical example. When my kids were growing, at a point in time, they feel they can take care of themselves. So, mommy, please don't bother, I don't brush for us, this, that. Children will come to that point that they won't want to do anything for themselves. They want to be fully independent. Okay, no problem. So I began to see that sometimes they forget to brush. So I made a rule: brush before you take your bath. Because if you don't brush before you take your bath, you're likely to forget. If you finish taking your bath, you just try to you're out of
I
the
so
toilet.
much like you here because you stood yourself as a role model.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
there are a lot of parents out there that I don't think they are even role models to them when it comes to this oral health. I can remember vividly, or I would say there are parents out there that they will go by this saying because I grew up listening to that statement
Okay.
that Oyinbo say brush once a day. By the time you as a parent, you have that mindset that
Yeah.
you just brush once a day. And there's even a saying that if you don't brush, you can make use of chewing gum, to wash off the saliva or something. So as
That's
a
wrong.
parent or as a guardian, you have that mindset. So how will you even have time for your kids or the person you're taking good care of? So I want you to even or emphasize on this role model more.
Yeah.
Because as a parent, if you are not a role model to your child, children, whatever they do is what they see their parents or anyone around them, what they do, that's what they also put in practice.
Yeah.
So as a medical doctor and also a parent, I want to tell the viewers looking at us right now. I know they are looking at us. So emphasize on this thing. Let them know what to do and how to check and things to do more.
Yeah. So yeah, the thing there is I'm particular about children and their mental health and their social health. Because I began to notice also that if the oral health is really bad, the self-confidence and self-esteem will be affected.
To drop low.
Yeah, which is part of what I'm going to talk about later on. So in that case, I want my children to grow, to be confident about themselves, to wear good smiles, and to have great esteem. So it means that I really need to work on their oral health. My son also had that issue about bathing, then you forget. It's normal. That's the truth.
For children?
Yeah, it's normal. So when you enforce things like that brush before you take your bath, there is no way they will forget. And then by the time they started brushing twice a day, the parts around their teeth disappear. That's the truth. So you need to enforce this and make it practical and make it interesting. So when they come to complain, oh, this toothbrush is bad, you get another one. Don't say, when did I buy it? We know the country. Or if you begin to talk about the consequences of poor oral health.
This is even leading us to the consequences because I want you to tell the viewers, the parents listening and watching us right now, what are the consequences of this oral health?
Yeah. I don't want to scare anyone, but the truth is that the consequences are potentially fatal. And there is nothing in the body system, this body you're saying, there is no part of the body that poor oral health does not affect. Nowhere. So I'll be talking it in 4 categories: the physical impact, the social impact, the financial impact, and the mental impact. So let me go to the physical first. So from the head down, the brain, it affects it. So before I talk about the brain, this is what happens. You know, we talked about bacteria accumulating in the oral.
The dental area.
Yeah. So this is it. The mouth, you're saying, is the gateway to every part of the body. So whatever happens in the mouth, it's connected to everything that's happening in the body. So when the bacteria is accumulated, it can dislodge. What it means dislodge is that it comes to a part that it breaks off from the mouth and then it travels to any part of the body. If it travels to the brain, it can block part of the brain and cause dementia. If it travels to the eyes, it can cause blindness. If it travels to if it remains in the mouth, it can cause oral cancer. Is that bad? Yes. If it travels to the lungs, it can cause pneumonia. So when people say pneumonia is about cold, I don't know if you heard that.
Yes.
Is the AC too much? The fan is too much. It is not. Oh. Pneumonia is caused by infection.
We learn every day.
So, yes, so if it travels, the plugs and all that from the mouth, if it travels to the lung, pneumonia. If it travels to the heart problem. Wow. If it travels to the stomach, inflammatory problem. If it travels to the reproductive side, it can cause infertility.
Viewers, infertility.
Bones,
wow.
Yeah.
For both genders.
Yeah.
It's serious.
It's serious. That's why I say kudos to Hills TV for bringing us here, the Medical Women Association of Nigeria, to talk about it. If it travels to the bones, osteoporosis. So you can see it is a serious problem. And I can categorically tell you that oral health problem is not only children's problem, even adults. So as you're saying, you don't say it's just for children who just be taking your own as the adults.
I'm even taking mine already. The one that concerns me, I'm pushing it right now.
Yeah.
I also have nephews around me.
Yeah, yeah. So when you talk about the financial implication, is that instead of spending money, the scarce resources, on taking care of your oral health, of paying to when, please, I'll take that again. So instead of, I'll talk about the financial implications. Okay. So we have scarce resources now. So instead of trying to take from the scarce resource that you have to pay for the dental care when you have issues with your mouth, it's better you prevent, which we will talk about later. Yeah, we'll talk about it. So it's better you prevent, because so that money, you use it for something else rather than using it to care for your health. Because I will say it again, dental care, oral health is expensive. When you need to remove the tooth, or you need to take those antibiotics to care for your mouth and all of that, it's a lot of money. Sometimes you have to go to, you have to do your x-rays and all of that. So that is for the financial implication. So for the social impact, if I come to you and I talk and my mouth is booming, what will you do? You run away.
For someone like me that I don't hide my feelings, I might tell it to your face, but please, I might even speak in vocabulary like, what is happening?
Waiting they happen. Waiting they smell, yeah.
You know,
waiting the boom.
Yes, I'm just like, what is happening? Did anyone fart or something?
Or did the rat? Is the rat
yes,
dead?
Maybe there's any animal that died
or rats or something. Yeah,
I'll just throw a bomb like what you just said.
So social impact is very serious. Yeah, because you will not be able to come. I know social impact has to do with relationship with people. Yeah, and then that social confidence. Yeah, so that social impact is what leads to mental impact. So if you begin to have problems with your social life, interaction, and all of that, it will lead to the mental implications. whereby you have low self-esteem, low self-confidence, you will not be self-aware, you will not, you can even lose your self-identity if the oral. So never forget that the oral health, the oral mouth, the mouth
Essential
itself is the gateway to every part of
of
your
the
body.
body.
So if anything is wrong with the mouth and
Goes
the
wrong.
dental system, there is a problem with the whole body.
Viewers, you can listen
Yeah.
so that that child you're bringing up would not at the end, while he or she is grown up already and said, Mom, Dad, you are the cause of my a low self-esteem.
Yeah.
I think you said it all.
Yeah.
You said it all.
Thank you.
Let's now talk about the prevention. Or before we talk about the prevention, I'll talk about the age recommendation
Okay. Yeah.
for
So
the time that's supposed to visit
yeah.
a dentist,
Yeah.
and also recommendation on toothbrush
yeah.
or paste that they can make use
Yeah.
of.
Thank you. So the thing there is that it's good that children visit, even adults visit the dentist every 6 months, or if you can't, if you're sure you're taking proper care of your teeth, it can be 1 to 2 years. But if you have issues, then 6 months is good if you can afford it. But if you can't and you're sure, then 1 year. So yeah, for the toothbrush, we have different categories of toothbrushes that children can use.
Dr. Yebisi
Yeah.
is so ready for us. Like
So
this.
you see, when you go to a good supermarket, you'll see all the categories, even for babies. You have there, yeah. So this toothbrush is, you can see, it's tiny, small. I will recommend this small toothbrush for children between 1 year to 3 years. Once you're above 3 years, this is too soft to brush. There's another medium one that is in between this, before this category. This for teenagers and adults.
Okay, that's from age
Yeah, from 10
age
and above. Yeah,
to
I can
18.
recommend this. But I particularly brought this toothbrush because if you can see, it's already going sideways.
Sideways, yeah.
So it means this toothbrush is bad. It's recommended that you change your toothbrush between 2 to 4 months. Every 2 to 4 months.
For the kids.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Yeah. At maximum 6 months. Max. You change your toothbrush. So this toothbrush is bad, as you can see. Then this toothbrush is the hard one. This is the type I like anyway.
Okay.
Because I want you to remove everything from
What about being hard? I used to
injury.
Yes, I've heard people say hard toothbrush brings out
in fact,
blood from their gums, and
some people call this toothbrush smoker's toothbrush.
why?
They say because it's hard enough to remove
to
all
remove
that
whatever.
plants. But anyway, that's not true. So anybody can use this toothbrush. It's hard, but you can be careful enough to use it. So these are what I recommend. Then if you must use any toothpaste, and you must ensure it has fluoride in it. So
Fluoride.
Yeah.
Viewers listening, I hope you can hear her clearly. She said, make use of toothpaste that has fluoride. I know you won't forget that.
Yeah, fluoride. Gone are the days where we have toothpaste that has mercury. So if by chance you find any toothpaste that has mercury, please run away from. Yeah, run away from. Mercury, yeah, run away from. So toothpaste with fluoride, good. And another thing I would like to talk about is dental floss. You can, I don't know, you've seen this before.
I've seen this before.
So
I make use of it though.
yeah, it's very good. It's essential that you floss every day. Yeah.
For adults.
Yeah, even children can
too.
use, yes. As long as you can teach them, they can use it. Especially when
So
you
what
after
does
18.
this do?
Yeah, the reason why it's recommended that we have to floss done every day is to remove any food particles where the brush cannot get to. Because actually what causes infection is that when bacteria is left, it gives it an environment where bacteria can feast here, settle. So that is why you need to just
Take it off.
yeah. For guidelines to take care of your teeth, I try to make an acronym of A, B, C, D, E, F so that we can remember. So A is adoption. You try to adopt good habits. You have to be intentional about it. it's not easy to just do what you normally have not been doing before. So adopt good habits. Then B is brushing. It's recommended that you brush morning and night. That's B, brushing. C is care for your oral cavity. So you need to carry your oral cavity as if that's all you've got. So when you carry something gently and carefully, you know what it means.
Yes,
so C, care, carry, and carefully. Yeah. Then when you talk about D, D is dental care. You need to always try to make an appointment with the dentist so that they can check your teeth, even if nothing is wrong. It's just good for you to go and let them check. Go wash your teeth. They can wash it for you. Don't say, I wash it in my bedroom. I have toothbrush. No, their own washing is different. They will help you wash and clean it up. Yeah. But when you talk about E, that's the fifth one, you need to eliminate anything that can affect your dental health, like sugar.
That is talking about diet.
Yeah, sugar is not good at all.
Yeah.
So eliminate anything.
I remember growing up, whenever we see all these Oyinbo movies, American movies, that one teeth is gone or two teeth are gone. Like, they used to eat sugar. That is the reason why.
Exactly. So sugar is not good for you. Too much of ice cream, junks, not good. When you don't take balanced diet, it's not good for you. So when you remember E, remember eliminate. I didn't say reduce, eliminate as much as possible. Then F is facilitate. So this, to our parents, they should facilitate good environments whereby all these things can be easily accessible and then children find it interesting. When my daughter started brushing twice a day, she found it interesting. Oh, mommy, I need to brush before I sleep. Oh, by herself, I'll just sit and watch and say, wow. So we need to facilitate, and ensure. Then G, which is the last one, is give. You should give all the support you can give
Parents,
parents,
guidance.
neighbors, guidance, your friends, everyone. Give all the support. Give the necessary instruments they need. Go toothbrush, go toothpaste, floss, make it available. So that's just the acronym A, B, C, D, E, F.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Yemi. I am even imputing that to myself. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm imputing that. Thank you so much. All right. So, Dr. Yemi, what are your final words as we come to the end of the show?
Yeah. Thank you so much for the final words. Actually, it's good we're saying final words because the acronym I'm going to give you, everything starts with F. Yeah. So when you talk about your oral care, you need to talk about eating food that has a lot of fibers. So fiber-rich food, fruits that are also rich in fibers. You need to eat foods that are firm, like carrot, celery, apples. They're good for you. Then you need to favor water. That's another F. Favor water. Meaning that you need to eliminate or discard all those carbonated drinks and favor water instead of that. Then another F is fluoride. You need to ensure that you eat food that has fluoride or your paste has fluoride. And the last F I want to talk about is floss, like we just mentioned. So you need to floss all. So those are my F and final words.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Oluwayemisi Deborah, for finding time to be here in the studio.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But before I call it a close on the program today, I want you to know about children's dental health and early dental care, a fundamental aspect of promoting overall well-being and preventing dental issues in children. Starting from infancy, it is essential for parents and caregivers to establish a routine that includes proper oral hygiene practices. And we've come to the end of this week's edition on Health Watch. So we'll meet again in another edition next week. I am Esther Sawyer. Bye.